Alright, y'all, it's my day off, or night off, actually. So this is your Bo, all the way from Cali, and just trying to represent when it comes down to practicing and staying focused to it as much as you can, or as much as I can, actually. Um, and of course, I'm gonna have interruptions along the way, but it is what it is. Is that keep coming back to it, excuse me, and keep diving into it. I just woke up, and I know it's, yeah, I think I woke up about 3 or 4 times already. I think the first time I woke up, I was like, wait a minute, hold on, let me see. Hello?
Hi, good afternoon. I'm calling from Multitask Clinic. I was just calling to confirm Grace's appointment with us tomorrow morning at 11:25.
11:25.
Yes.
Yes.
Okay, beautiful. Thank you so much for confirming. We'll see you and Grace tomorrow morning.
All right. Thank you. Bye bye.
Of course. Bye-bye.
Sorry about that. We gotta get Facebook back. Let me see who's that. TikTok? No, that's YouTube. Let's get YouTube back. um, so as I was gonna say, um, majority of the time I like to practice when I'm by myself because I can focus a little bit more on what I want to do. Not that I can't practice when others around, but it's my best of the best time when I can practice when I don't have any interruptions or a whole lot of interruption. And I want to use the word unnecessary interruption because interruption is going to happen. Hold on, let's get YouTube back. YouTube sometimes. Sometimes it interrupts Facebook, sometimes it interrupts TikTok, but I guess it has this time when do what it do, what it do, what it do, what it do. Um, anyway, for those who don't know who I am Andre Clark, aka Bishop Drayster Clark, and so my neighbor, my next door neighbor, little kid, that boy is so curious, he knows he. Reading something that's on my mailbox, sticked on the mailbox. So he's like, "What is this?" All right. Anyway, that boy is something else. So let me get to what I was gonna do. Practice as much as you can, as many times as you can in a day. Um, really helps your plan to come up. Repeat your plan, of course, many times possible to also help you memorize stuff and things of that nature. And so you'll be able to kind of play better over time. You'll be eventually at your best, or maybe even might even sound better than other musicians. But to me, I don't look at myself trying to compete with someone else. I have enough trying to compete with myself, and then to be trying to compete with other musicians. And so this is my little rough draft that I do or has done to create the books that I'm doing, which is Play by Sight. For those who are not aware or unaware that I've written two books, two music books. Play by Sight number one, or Play by Sight edition one, and then also edition number two that came out. Edition number one had published June 1st. No, I'm sorry, correction, June 2nd, and then the second one was published September 25th, 26th, and the October 15th. Yeah. Okay. So those two books have come out, and those are the physical copies for the paperback as well as the hardcover, and then the digital download that you can download to your iPad, computer, cell phones, or whatever devices you have. All right. So anyway, I always wanted to say this, but this is how I draft my stuff up on what I want to put in the book. You know, the minor nine, major nine, minor nine, minor nine 11, minor 13 9, 11, diminished 7 11, flat 13, 6 9, major 7 with a flat 5, minor 9 flat 5, major 7 flat 5, sharp 5, minus 7 flat 5, 9 11. There's all kind of chords that you can play that make yourself sound really beautifully nice. Minus 7 flat 5, I did say that earlier. And then minor 11 with flat 5, 6 9 sharp 11s. Let's see, we have the 7 sharp 9 flat 5, the 7 9 sharp 9 sharp 5. We have the 13 sus, and then we have the minor at 2, the major 6. And every chord that I'm naming, they all can be done in a different route. They're not just chords played one way. There are different routes to play these voices of chords that we may hear musicians be doing, or not to say that we may hear, we will hear, we are going to hear musicians play some chords in a different route from, you know, in other words, there's more than one way to play the same chord. A major at 2s, I think I mentioned that. Diminished major 9 with a sharp 5. This is my homework, y'all. This is a whole lot to say. Let me say the major 9s, and then we have the 9 chord. We have the what we call that the dominant chord, but the 9 chord. We have the 7 chord, what we may call that the C7, but it's on the dominant chord. That can be arranged in so many different ways. We have the 713s, the 913. What else did I not mention? We have the I did just mention that to the 7.9 sharp 5, and then we did. When we play stuff, we add extra little stuff because some of us got good long. Well, I don't have long fingers, but I can improvise in so many words. But anyway, we have the 7 with the flat 9, flat 5, flat 13. Those are dope chords, y'all. Those are chords that will reach the next upcoming books. Book coming upcoming books. Actually, I should say it that way. Meanwhile, I did let the cat out the bag. Maybe probably when I was doing one of my videos that I'm doing an actual song book, laying out some songs so that way we can be able to learn how to play them. And then will be able to see how I'm creating the very first two books to make them make sense when you go to actually play an actual song. But the thing about it is I keep telling someone there's things that you have to know, and you have to know a bunch of chords. Unfortunately, relevant chords. I should say relevant chords to pull things off and sound nice or sound trashy, one or the other. Say you're gonna sound either nice or you're gonna sound trashy, depending on how you approach the chords. But if you really trying to pop the collar, so to speak, and you really want to sound nice, then you're gonna address the chords accordingly. So in my book, I try to put in there, as I was telling a coworker last night, as he was told me that his brother had bought my book, and he was trying to tell my brother about me and about my book, and then his brother ended up telling him, "Hey, yo, there's this dude that's on I don't know if he's on Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, or where what else did I miss? YouTube, but whatever channel it is, he knows about me and about what I'm doing." And he discussed this with his brother and said, "Hey, yo, did this dude or this bro, this homie or whatever, maybe call me by my name." And he said, "Hey, there's this guy. He has these books out, and or a book at the time, and I bought his book, and man, and he was just telling me how the dope the chords are in my book, all that has place in the books and so forth." But what was even funnier, that made me even laugh even more funnier, was that he was like, "Yo, I got this surprise I got to tell you about." I'm like, "What?" He was like, "Yeah, I mean," he said, and I had told him, I said, "Just let other people know that I created a book and written a book." And so anyway, his brother ended up photoshopping him holding my book up with a smile on his face. And then I was like, "Wait, did you go and tell him about me?" He was like, "No, I was going to." and I was just about to let him know and hook him up or whatever, and then he ended up hitting me back with it. And then check this out, I actually just recently met this guy at my job. Matter of fact, a few people at my job, but this one particular one had just jumped out at me, and he was like, "Yo, I gotta stop. I gotta tell you something, man. It's crazy, man." I'm like, "What?" And he was like, "Yeah, man." He said, "My brother apparently must have been watching your videos. I don't know which one of them, but whatever ones when my book came out or when I was announcing it, his brother had already purchased my book, and then he photoshopped it to him, and then he showed it me on his phone, and his brother was just cheesing about holding up my book. Matter of fact, it was funny to me because the thing was he was supposed to be telling him about my book, and his brother ends up telling him about my book, and ended up letting him know that he has already purchased my first book, edition number one already. And he's I just talked to him last night, or actually early this morning, and he was like, "Yeah, my brother over there, you man, he's smashing, he's killing on them chords, man. He's super happy about having these chords underneath his fingertips because there are people who don't know what other musicians are doing because not everybody is going to want to share what is going on musically wise. And so I guess I would say per se, I'm the only one that I know of who is producing books that are high tech, high quality course that they're in an actual real book where you can actually really actually go to my website as well as Amazon and get your own copy and start smashing on it. And so I was like, well, what was he possibly planning on doing? He was like, yeah, man, my brother was just gonna sneak up on a couple musicians and stuff like that by practicing these chords. And I was like, well, how is he actually doing it? He told me, man, he said, you don't even want to know. This dude is stuck on your book, man. He's stuck on learning them chords, and I'm not saying stuck on learning the chord like that. I'm talking about stuck on like just locking in on the chords that I'm putting in and doing them in his own way or whatever, or figuring out, hey, what is it that these dudes are doing? Yeah, what is it that these actually dudes are doing? What is it? Let me not even use the word dude because some people might get offended when I say dude. But y'all who are musicians, y'all get what I'm trying to go with. But what are these guys really actually doing? What are the musicians, the pro musicians, actually really playing in their stuff? All right, and so he's not the only one. I just threw that out there for today. But I've had supposed to hit me up and call me, sending me letters, and so forth and so on, and people in my job. Has purchased my book and they're like all giving me the thumbs up and like, oh my god, finally somebody come out to do something positive, something productively to help musicians get to where they need to go. So this is my very first book, and I got kind of what I call a little heavy-handed. In the beginning, I was just only going to make my book. What I want to use that word simple. Everything in my book is simple, but the thing is, if you're brand new to it, to music in general playing, you might say that these are complex chords, and that's what the mindset of people might say. Because I used to say, "Oh man, this is some complex chords," but after sitting there learning to play them, my mindset changed up and say, "You know what? They're not complex chords. They're actually simple chords. It's just the way the musicians, or we listen to the musicians, high qualified musicians out there that we feel they're high qualified musicians. I'm not going to call names, but I would say our favorite musicians playing all this crazy stuff that we might think is as crazy as it might be, but it's actually simple stuff that they're actually really doing. And just we might use words, spice up stuff, change stuff up, move notes from one spot to another to make it sound like we're the dopest musicians on the planet and nobody else can do it, but there's only the individuals that can do it. But the truth of the matter is, once you get the concept of the madness of what it actually really is, you're gonna say, bruh, that was stupid simple. But that is our mindset on how we think of things. That's how I was thinking of stuff. when I listen to musicians, I'm like, man, okay, you know what? I quit. No, that's too over the top for me. I'm not gonna be able to master that. Yeah, I give up. I'm gonna, matter of fact, unplug my Hammond organ and take the plug apart and put it in a box and send it to the organist that's playing all this crazy madness. Or I'm gonna unplug my keyboard and put it back in the box and send it to the dude who are the musicians playing all this mad stuff, all this crazy stuff. At the end of the day, I start realizing it's not as it may appear. It's only because we're see, I want to say like Jonathan Powers say. I'm gonna try to quote it like he says. Is that you're you can do it. You just let me see. Better way of putting it is that you just have to learn. Just learn. Just learn. Actually, you just may. I might feel unaware of something that may look crazy, or maybe look, or maybe even sound. That's the word, really. The sound complex, tough to do. But at the end of the day, if I understand chords and I have enough chords underneath my repertoire or underneath my arsenal or in my library, and that was the problem I was having. I didn't have enough chords. I really didn't know where to go. It was more of me just sitting here doing the same thing. Y'all might say, that sounds good to you. Right? To me, I might feel like that sounds trashy or simple. Simple, simplicity. But believe it or not, musicians are playing the most extreme simple stuff. They might switch a note from one spot and put it in another place, then make it sound like it's something else differently or different. And it's the same chord, but just the notes are moved to a different spot. That's it. Once you understand what they're moving notes from one spot to the other, you'll be able to now, over a period of time, grab hold to what's going on. So yes, yours truly. Yes, I probably started some waves. Somebody hit me up in the DM and say, "Hey man, are you trying to start some waves?" Yeah, I guess you want to call it waves, tsunami waves, whatever y'all want to call it, the tidal wave. Um, I thought of it me starting some fire. All right, I'm just me. I'm just saying I'm starting some fire. I'm like, listen, like um, musicians out there who've been playing longer than me, or even less longer than me. They may even play better than me, or may do something in a different route that I may not even quote unquote thought to do it that way. Believe it or not, listen to a whole bunch of musicians doing stuff, and I got to thinking like, man, I can't do that. And once you say you can't do it, chances are you have defeated your goals or you defeated yourself and saying that you can't do it. I don't get me wrong, there is some stuff that is tough, and you're trying to figure out like, man, how did he actually or she even derive to that movement? But at the end of the day, try. That's all. And if you fail, at least you can say you tried. Like I said, there's some stuff. My fingers just may not corroborate. My ears might not corroborate what I'm thinking I'm hearing, or what I have reason to believe that was being played. I might learn to play this little move that I hear the musician do, and I might not play it exactly, but I might play it slower. But the point is practicing. Point is practice. That to me, that little drop move is synchronized, but I might not play it synchronized. I might play it in my own way. Question is, can I play the move? That's the thing. Can I actually play what I believe what was being played? Can I play it? Romex. Even if I don't get the speed correctly, here it is. The thing about what I'm trying to get you guys to understand. Whether I can play it to the exact on point to me doesn't matter. What matters is can I play the chords? That's what matters. Accurately. Accurately. Time over time, speed will happen. That was wrong. I had to throw my hand there to get there, but it was. Well, that's what I'm saying. Time. Well, I do that. That wasn't there. I just did that. So accuracy in my mindset is more important than me trying to do the speed. Of course, my mind wants to play exactly what I hear, the movement, but at the end of the day, it doesn't matter about the sequence of movement. In the beginning, I will feel like I'm committed to have to learn the rhythm of the movement. Da da ba da da ba da da ba da. Like So when the drop comes, it's like let me see the bass line. Alright, so we have the ba da ba da ba da ba da ba. It's a rhythmic movement. Do I need to do it? Yes, probably in the beginning. Is it important to me? Not necessarily. It will make me sound exactly like the person who did what they had to do, but at the end of the day, it don't even matter. If the point is, can I play the chord? Now, if I want to get to learn the rhythm, I go, okay, ba-dum, 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 ba-dum. Right? Then I'll do the rhythmic movement in the beginning. I'll at least try. Not that it's important that I have to do it. That's my point. So, yes, it's challenging. It's challenging, yeah. You know what I'm saying? So it is challenging. Yes, that is challenging, right? To follow what you're hearing, Hold on. That is challenging. I ain't gonna lie. That is very challenging. But is it important? No, not really. The question is, can I play the move? Or can I change it? That's the question. Now, yes, can I go ahead and sit here and follow the movement? Yes, if I put time in to do it. Is it important? Is what I'm saying. No! It's not important. At the end of the day, I can do it my own rhythm. I might want to switch up. I might want to switch it up. Right? As a musician, you might want to switch it up. I might want to switch that whole little movement up to give it my own little tactical approach. Or follow the move. Get my finger up. Kind of sing it out, right? I can hear that in my ear, but I should be on the 2. Look at it. You see what I'm saying? Alright, alright. So yes, we all may have our own approach to hearing things. We might be able to approach them the exact how we hear it. At the end of the day, dress it up in your own way, even after you might have learned it the way you might have heard it. Point is, do I understand what the chord is? Yes, it's the major 7th chord, or actually major 9. But because we at the G, it's a G minor 9/11. Doesn't matter if I put the voice in or on the high G, baby. Without the bass line, it's a major 9, B flat major 9, which is in the play by sight. That's why I say, if you are new, or maybe you may be playing for a while and you really don't know what you actually playing chord wise, I got you. Play by sight. Edition number 1. This is your the paperback. All right, and then we also have the hardcover. All right, now we haven't even talked about book number 2. Y'all thought this was fire, or let's say tidal wave chords in here, or the dope chords in here. Yes, I got the dope chords in here, and the starting at chapter 9. But we talk about the basic theory behind the madness. I was supposed to not do that in the beginning, in my very first book. Actually, I was only supposed to give y'all the basic theory behind the madness, your scales, number system, and then give you, your chords, which is your major, your minor, your augmented, diminished, dominant chord, major 7 chord, substitute chord, sus4 chord, sus4 chord, tritone. That's it. But I thought that that wouldn't be fair, actually, in my opinion, because I feel like I wanted to have you, a lot of musicians out there who are new at this, fast track you guys to being able to start playing dope chords. Period. And so the craziest thing is, y'all, I ain't mad no more. I'm okay. I'm not gonna have another outburst right now. But I had purchased these books after my book was published. Let's see, I got one missing somewhere. Where is that? Under the Rainbow. I had purchased some books that actually. Where's the other one at? Where did it go? So I had purchased some music books to try to see, or I use the word in comparison and something like that. Oh, here it is, right here in my face. And I was thinking of just making the book where it is basically basic simple theory, basically, just to get beginner musicians, get you beginner musicians to understand what you need to learn. And so basically, pretty much, I ordered these books. This was like $50. I told you I wasn't gonna get ticked off. I'm not ticked off anymore. I'm okay now. I took several deep breaths. But I bought this book after my book came out, and I went to these people are publishing their books or actually placing their books on social media. So I thought, wow, maybe this book might have some dope chords in here that might be able to advance my plan to a whole nother level, right? Basically, that was my goal. I opened up the book once it got here, and it was $50, literally $50. Yes, $50. I'm gonna probably say that one more time. $50. I was go, okay, $50. Okay, it must be worth it. I'm not here to bash nobody's book, but I am concerned. I'm concerned. But this was $50, so I'm concerned. That okay. Is this book gonna take me to a whole nother level in my plan? Is this gonna give me something that I don't know already? That's my thing. So I swooped through the book, bah, boom, bah, 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 boom, bah, 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 boom, bah, boom, bah, bah, boom, 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 bah, boom, bah, and I'm like, Um, these are the same chords I already have in my book already. Yes, play by sight, chapter number 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. And then I gave y'all the bonus, what I call it, the tritone. You're not gonna find that here in this book, unfortunately. I'm sorry to break your heart. But I would have said in my other videos, and I will say it again today. I believe this book will be the best book, the number one best book in my opinion. I'm kind of helping out somebody, but I would say this book will be the best book to get if you want to learn all your chords in all 12 keys. Um, but there will be double up chords. Now here's the flip of this: it's $50. But here's the flip of that: I already did it over here in all 12 keys. What? But not $50. Okay. That's what made me mad. Yes. In my book, it's not $50. It's $20 in this book. And this is $50. I was thinking like, what? Maybe hold on. I need to have a conversation with my financial advisor and say, hey, yo, I'll just purchase a book by blah 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 blah, and they're charging $50. Go to Amazon. I would not lie to you. I'm telling you, this really actually got me hot. And I'm thinking like, man, I put the same information in my book. Yes, the same information here, but this is $50. What? Yeah, I was a little uptight. I'm not mad no more. All right, let me calm down. Maybe I'll put the fan off. Starting to feel like I'm heating up. Yes, I was heated. But then I'm like, wait. But in chapter 9, I take y'all to a whole nother level. Maybe I should charge $50 for my book or more. Like $60, something like that. But my advisor said, no, just keep it at, oh, I ain't saying no, sir. Keep your book around about $20. And your hardcover, about $35. These two books versus this book. What? Okay. Alright, 55 was that 20 and 35. Y'all don't know how to count. I think that's about 55, something like that. And this is $50. And not to mention that you're gonna have to pay for shipping and handling and blah 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 blah. And you're gonna get the same information over here in my book, but I took y'all to a whole nother level in chapter 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, and 18. I took y'all to some college stuff. I almost said college stuff. So I'm gonna say, still, if you want to get this book, I would say it's okay. But you want to spend $50 and you can get it for $20, on top of me giving y'all extra bonuses in this book, which is basically the tritone in chapter 8, which you're not gonna get over here. I said I ain't gonna get mad. Okay, I'm gonna calm down. But what you gonna get over here and play by sight? Y'all gonna get the why is that clock going? Oh, I gotta take my medication. But in chapter 9, y'all, I'm going to the context, y'all. I take y'all to a whole another level. You getting your major 9? I just told y'all. You ain't getting it over here. All right, see now y'all can probably tell I'm getting ticked off. Y'all ain't getting this over here. Y'all ain't getting those dope chords over here. You're getting them here. Not here, but you're going to get them here. Alright? It's going to take your plan to a whole nother level. Alright, so $50 for Basic Simple Theory. Basic Simple Theory, chapter 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7 in the bonus 8 for the tritone. And then chapter 9 all the way to chapter 18. You're not getting none of that over here for $50. $20, $50. Y'all, isn't that like I think I will probably go with this book than $50 and get the same information, but extra. All right, okay. All right, I'm not mad. I'm gonna put this book over here to the side. I'm gonna put it over here to the side. I'm gonna put it over here to the side. Yeah, I paid for it. Yeah, I paid for it. Do I regret paying for it? Actually, not really, per se. In a way, yes, it was a waste. I'm sorry, I had to be honest. It was a waste. Alright. I am not sure about this one. I'm kind of confused. I think you have to, this is extreme simple. I bought this too because I thought it was going to take my plan to the next level. This is picture by side. I'm not bashing anybody books by the way, so y'all don't know think I'm doing that. I'm doing what I call comparison. Is this book going to take me to the next level? It will be probably great for people who sue or are actually starting, but I've been playing for a while and I still have not 100% figured this book out. I believe you have to log in and scan the QR code that is going to allow you to get to how to play these songs. Is what I have reason to believe. So I hadn't figured it out yet, but I believe that's how this is designed to do. And it's doing the same thing. Actually, this is like a songbook. Matter of fact, this is a songbook. But it also give you the same little bit of theory for your scales that I did in my book. Okay. All right. So we're gonna move. I gave y'all a little, synopsis. But this one here is more of a planning book on how to plan, practice, plan, figure out when you need to do your practice and do your thing or whatever. But in the beginning, it was a whole lot of preliminary or reading before you could actually, finally, eventually get to learning chords toward the rear of the book. Gives you the scales like mine did, all right? But a whole bunch of reading, a lot of reading, basically, a lot of reading, a lot of. I'm not bashing anybody's book. It gives you some few songs in here that you can learn, and some chorus progressions and stuff that I'm actually dealing with, but taking it to a whole nother level, basically. But this book is really actually designed, like I said, is to help you plan out your practice. All right, that's what this is about. $25, I think. $25. I ain't mad now. All right. My recent one I just got, the worship piano. Okay, so this is about doing songs, but also this touches bases with I still haven't 100% figured it out. I think I got a little bit of the concept. You do have to go into the QR code, or actually some type of, I think it's a QR code that you have to do. This is more, I say, an exercise book actually, to kind of like, hey, this is what's going to happen here, and you have to exercise and write information down in here on what you actually learn. I think I kind of like that idea. It gives you some of the skills in those 1, 2, 3, 4, blah blah blah. Patterns of songs, or how some of the songs are patternized. My, I told you I let the cat out the box. My book basically pretty much is going to give you the same thing. You're going to pretty much learn how to play the song. Pretty much. What's the 5, the 6? If the song starts on the 6 to the 4 to the 5 to the 1, my next book is going to be addressing that type of stuff. Fingering scales, all that kind of stuff. This is pretty cool. Um, it's not really for me per se because I've already learned my scales, which I've already put over here in this book already. So I'm not bashing anybody's book. But I was like, this now I got this book after my second book was published because I was just curious what other musicians are teaching people in music books. And these are the few books that I pulled up. This teaches you fingering and blah 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 blah. And but most of this you have to scan the QR code to go to see exactly what the musician is doing on, like I believe it's like a video or something like that. I haven't gotten around to it, but it is a lot of reading. All right, that you gotta read. My book, I'm fast tracking you to read chords, or actually more or less see what the chords are, so you're not like dragging your feet trying to figure out what is your mate. Okay, basically he's doing major move, major move, minor move, augmented move, diminished, all the same things I'm doing, all the same things I'm doing. That he does do a few worship songs, and that's very, very few worship songs in this book. And then you have to do some exercises to write in on your own, make up on your own. This is what it says on here, and kind of like, me myself, I probably wouldn't have time doing this. Yeah, because in my opinion, I'm gonna be like the kind of cat that want to really actually start playing chords. He does do that over here along the way, but he doesn't do them in all 12 keys. He kind of like give you some of demonstration of some of the chords, but not all the chords. Well, I'll take that back. Maybe a majority of the chords. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. 12 keys. So he does talk about the minor chords, which my book is already addressing all of that. So diminished, he got in here, diminished seven, your triads, he's got in here, and you have to do the exercise to say, hey, I already know what my C is, my E, and my G is, and you're writing it down. My book pretty much is similar to this, but extra. I took the time out to basically to say, hey, listen, y'all, this is what musicians are doing. You know, your inversions, your first and second inversion, third inversion, depending on the key and your scales, your number system, the Nashville system. I did all of that. Even my own, I call it my own. I guess I should say my own system. I guess you should say, and I actually put all that in here. You know, he did put some songs in here that you can learn. Joy to the word, blah blah blah. Just a few songs and some chords. If you don't understand it, it will be kind of difficult to learn it. But he does put some songs in here and give you some chords. But you do have to go to some of the QR codes to learn it. What my plan is give you straight up chords. You're not gonna be getting those. Well, you gotta go to the C, the D. I'm giving you the chords straight up. I'm not going to. I guess I just say it. Let me be professional with what I'm gonna say, but I'm basically giving you the chords. You know, so if you try to learn Amazing Grace or whatever, Amazing Grace, you're not gonna be Amazing Grace. How sweet, how what's Amazing Grace? How sweet, sweet the sound. I'm gonna give you what the chord is, not you know. Yes, I said the word earlier is it's okay to learn the basics, but at the end of the day, you're gonna get bored, and you want to learn. You're gonna want to learn some dope chords, you know. So let me see. Amazing. Let me see how we'll do it. Amazing grace, how sweet the sound. The You're gonna work chords. I was lost. Well, now. I've never played this song before. Alright, you're gonna want chords. And in my book, I'm placing chords so you can know where to go, you know. Alright. And give you the fat chords, dope chords, optical. The chords are simple chords, but we like to I use in the illustration the bun, two bonbons, right? And the patty in the middle. And you might want to give it a little bit of some season to it, or some ketchup and some mustard and some relish or whatever you like to put on your hamburger. Now I'm starting to get hungry now. And you might want to, put some slap your mama sauce on there and some pepper, whatever you want to put on your hamburger. You just don't want your chords to just be, dumb simple. I mean, let me see. I love you though. I love you though. I love you though. I love you though today because you care for me on Calvary. That's right. There's nothing wrong with being simple. I told y'all, but at some point you want to try to dress that up. Even though it's simple. Remember I played this earlier. Oh, bless, bless me now, right? My sin, but I come to thee. And I kept it simple, but I started thinking, I need. Right? Right? And I was like, okay, let me dress it up just a little bit more. Just just a tad. It doesn't have to. I love you. I love you. I love you. Those are my target chords. Those are target chords. Now I want to get dressy with it. I love you. I love you. I love you. Today. Because you care for in the such special way. I love you, though. I love you, though. And I magnify you. Hey. 1, 2, 3, 4. That's why I'm not playing it um the most extreme basic way, but I'm gonna dress it up a little bit to kind of give it a little spice, a little bit of just a little bit, not to be overkill. Because at the church I play it, well, what was playing, I kept it simple. Not that it was a requirement that I gotta play all the fancy chords and doing all this other stuff that I can do, but I chose not to do them. But because depending on the settings, but I still want to be a little dressy, a little bit with it, you know what I'm saying? I might do crazy stuff that ain't got no business being there. Like I'm going to a whole nother key, yeah. So those chords I'm doing, like I said, are in the book. The minor 9, all right, the major 7 or major 9 move, all right, my 9, 11 again, right. All these moves are in the book. Hold on, y'all. Is that okay? I'm like, what the heck? My boy car over there smoking. You better turn that thing out. I think he blowing his engine. I was like, whoa, bro, turn your car out, bro. It's smoking like a son of a gun too. Um, so yeah, you can dress your chords up, and again, y'all, you can play stuff simple. Every chord that I did in the book, I try to keep them simple, right? And then, like I said, you go over to chapter 9, then you can be like, oh, you know. Oh, nobody would talk about that, man. And nobody. I'll talk to you when you get home. I'm gonna talk about that. That's you got people who just petty. Nothing. I don't know. I'll talk to you when you get here. Alright, let's get YouTube back. Hold on, let me see. I don't know why every time tomorrow. Alright, so where we at? So, I forgot. Let me before I forget. Hold on. I don't want to forget. And then here's the second edition. My bad. Alright, so here's my second edition, the paperback, and this is also the hardcover. Alright, so these are the two books that came out, as well as the digital download. Alright, So now y'all can see that I'm being productive and putting out these chords. And every chord I'm doing is pretty much relevant stuff that I hear musicians playing around with your different chords, your diminished major seventh moves. Those are like that. I forgot to do that too. So I love you though. I love you though. I love you though. Today. Right? You know, earlier I heard me doing that. Those are the 13 sus chord, transposing it. Right? Right. 6 9 sharp 11 moves. And then this hold up. Hold up. A little bass line on it. There it is. This is your because I'm on the C bass, this is your 13. Actually I'm sorry, C9 or 7. Because if you take the 9 off is change the bass line. Then you have your diminished major 9 or diminished major 7. Or diminished major 9 or 13. Depends on the voicing. Or how you Alright, this is your diminished 7. Diminished 7, 11 with flat 5. All that's in the book too. Alright, so all these dope chords that I've managed to actually throw out there. And then we did, of course, that I had kind of alluded to was your Nashville system movements, which you know you have your major, minor, major, minor, diminished, and then you guys have my system, which is your major, minor, augmented, diminished. Hold on, my order. What order I do it? Major, minor, augmented, add 7, major 7 with the sharp 5, diminished 7. Dominant chord, as I mentioned a second ago. And remember, I also put it over here where we add the 9 to it. Alright, so it's dominant chord. Let me see. Then we have the major 7. And then we have the sus 2s, sus 4s, 7 sus 4 chord. And I told you the bonus chord tritone. And then I take y'all to a whole nother level again. Over in chapter 9, we have the major 9s. And then my bass line on a minor 9. But major 9, 13. Alright. Let me see, hold on, let me look at the book. Let's look at the first one. So these are all of the chords I'm dropping in the book that you're going to hear a lot of musicians doing a lot. I didn't realize it until I started studying it, and I'm like, wait a minute, is this what I keep hearing musicians keep doing? And it's like, yes, in on-12 keys. So, you know, we have the major 9, right? And then we have the minor 9, and then the minor 9 11s. Alright, minor 9, 13, y'all, if you understand your scale. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And then we have the sharp 11. 1, 2, 3, 4. And then we have the diminished 7, 11 with the flat 13. So then we have the 6, 9. And then we have the major 7 with the flat 5. Wrong bass line. Major 7 flat 5. Now when we add the bass to that, we'll get to that in a minute. But that's the major 7 with the flat 5. And then we have the minor 9. Alright, the minor 9 flat 5s. Because you hear this and let me see. That's the minor. So this is the minor 7 flat 5. But as soon as I add the 9 to it, we add the 9 to it because depending on the scale. 1, 2, flat 9, right? So minus a flat 5, that's the 2. Alright, so you know, yeah, so you hear that move, have 8. Okay, I forgot that. Then we have the, now that's in the next book, but we have the major add 2. Then we have the major 7, all right, which is in, did I forget that one? That was over here, excuse me, in chapter number 4. And if I want the 9, it's going to be in this book as well as this book. So I put different approaches. Alright, so major 7 flat 5, I mentioned that already. If we add the D to it, alright, then that makes you play the D sharp. Hold on, my brain with me, but say the D sharp 9, sharp 5, I believe it is. I got those chords in this book over here. However, I can do these chords without putting them in this book because I can generate them from this book. What? Because of the tritone. And because of the thirds, or we say we have the minor seconds, the major second, the minor thirds, and the fourth, right? That's all on chapter 18. So I can create these chords technically without me actually having to put it in the book. But I went ahead and did it for you guys so that y'all don't have to guess what they look like and how to actually play them. I'll drop them over here. From here, basically, the basic stuff that I did in chapter 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, actually 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8, basically what I did was took those chords and created the chord movements in chapter 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, and number 17. Technically, I could have just taken chapter 18 and did it the same way and create these chords by using chapter 18. You got to get the book so you can see how I did it. Now, I can go back to this book, back to chapter 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8, and create some more fiery chords that I did in chapter 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, and 17. And all I did was I made more fat dope chords starting in chapter 2. I think it's chapter 2, hold on. I think it's chapter 2, let's see. I think that's where I started it at. Because the Nashville system, I believe, is chapter 1, I think. Let me see. Now, hold on. Is it chapter 2? Is where we start the madness? Oh, hold on, y'all. I think it's chapter 2. Hold on. Hold your horses. Let me see. So chapter 2 is when I start the madness. Yes. So chapter 2 is when I start the madness. All right. And started giving you the 6, 9, sharp 11. All right. So basically what I'm doing was taking chords, movements from chapter 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 8, and creating chord movements, all right, and putting them in chapter 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, all right, and then continuation of the book movements, of course, I just started it at chapter 2, moving to the whole entire book until we get to chapter 25. I think I got a little extra to inspired. I wasn't supposed to do this, y'all, but I did it anyway because I wanted y'all to learn this stuff, including myself. All right. So basically, I didn't need to necessarily actually have to do this books. I could have kept this all to myself and not shared the idea of what musicians are actually doing. And it's like, oh. And I was doing that little video earlier. Alright, so hold on, TikTok. It's taking a time out. Let's get TikTok back on board. I think I did it on the first time around. Let's see. Oh, TikTok is back. Alright, and so basically what I'm saying, y'all, is I could have, not that I could have, I had already did it in my master book already for myself. And as I'm telling a coworker yesterday or early this morning, that I could have just kept all this stuff to myself and learned all this stuff for myself and not share that with nobody at all. But I'm not that kind of person. So I said, let me just go ahead and do a book. And he was like, man, I'm glad you did, man, because my brother, he's juiced. And I'm even juiced myself. I'm fit to start getting down to it. And, you know, when I first started this, it was empty. There was nothing in this. at all. Like literally, it was just an empty binder that had nothing going for it. So what I'm saying is, get the book, y'all. Get the books. Um, and so, like I said, I've already started the fire, and you gotta know how to start fires, so a bonfire without using matches and stuff like that. Basically, I've already created friction. I got some smoke going and I got some heat going, and so basically I started that first book and I was like, I don't know if I'm gonna do a second book. But after I saw how good that book came out, I was like, oh, that's fire, y'all. That's like information that I could have kept to myself and not share it with anybody. So what I'm saying is, get the book. You'll thank me later. You're gonna want to learn these chords. All right, and that's what I have come to realize. Listening to these chords that these dudes be doing, or musicians. I say dudes, but musicians, and I find them now because it's easy peasy as I say, because I understand major seven, transpose major seven, and I'm just transposing, half step back, half step back. What? Yes. Transposing. It's just all about transposing. If y'all don't get this book, shame on y'all. But it's all about transposing, right? Once you get the concept of what's going on, you're gonna be in the mix. You're not gonna be left out. And I'm like, oh, snap. Major. It's all in my book. Chapter 2. Oh, snap. Oh. The major 7. Chapter who? 4. Yes, chapter 4. I'm like, oh. So now this makes it easy. Major. Transpose. All this chorus I just played, y'all, is in chapter 9. And the first book as well as my second book. What? Yes. The whole time. What? That's insane. Yes, that's what I said. Yes, every chord is in the book. And then I may change the bass line. So, in this case, I started it with G, right? So I can change the bass line and go C. Up to D flat. D. E flat. I can change the same chord, but the same chord, it just changed the bass line. Oh, yes. So that's what gave things away, knowing that you could change the bass line from one bass line to the other, use the same chords. May change the name of the chord that you playing, chord name that you're playing, but I've already put it in play by sight, number 1. And 2! That's why I'm so happy that the 2 came out, because I wanted y'all to have more chords than what I have. Still a whole lot to go to drop the rest of these dope chords in an actual book, which you're not going to get in the other books at all, period. So that's why I use the word fast track beginner musicians to get the first book. The fast track you to get you understand that you need to learn your scales, your number system, and the chords, major, minor, ultimate, diminished, dominant chord, or whatever. And then you start listening to songs, these chords is gonna snap, like they're just gonna wow, and you'll be like, oh, okay. That's why when I pop this thing on here, right, and I listen to musicians doing something, y'all can't hear it because I don't have the monitors with me. My wife actually on the way bringing that stuff back home, and I put my headphones on. I'm gonna hear some stuff. Y'all won't be able to hear it, unfortunately. I'll be able to pick them up because I have the chords. All right, I got the chords. All right, your bow got the chords. So if y'all want them chords, I got you. All right. So get your first edition, get the second edition, and then start studying them chords, practicing them, and then you'll be able to start understanding exactly what your favorite musician is doing, and you'll start to be able to master the chord movements that you're actually really actually hearing. Let me pull up. Let me see this one. Let's see, make sure my volume is not loud. All right, so. Let's see. I guess I go. We gonna go inside because that's the voice that I'm hearing on the end. Chord in the book. B flat minor 911 and C minor 911. But because of the melody, here's my game plan, y'all. If I have never played this way before in my life, I can do it now. Alright, that's the next move. Alright, 5, 1, 2. E flat leading, by the way. So we're basically in E flat. 5, 5 to the C. And then 5, 1, 2. 5, 1, 6 up to the sit. 2 up to the 2. 4 up to the 5. So the whole thing. Remember, I'm now trying to play the pattern. All right, I'm trying to follow the pattern. At the end of the day, do it matter? No. It doesn't matter. The game point is for me is can I play the chord? That's all that matters. I could take it out of context of not having to follow the pattern. When I mean the rhythmic, maybe I should say the rhythmic. Follow the pattern, but take it out of the rhythmic move. But in the beginning, I tried to do it. I try to follow the rhythmic, and then same thing. Let's see. So that's on the 6. Yeah, that's the melody. So I'm going, Every one of these chords, major. Oh, so hard. Let me see. Major, 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 minor. Alright, so that means we're going to the 2. And I literally played this chord earlier. And I literally just played this chord earlier. It's the major 7 from the beginning. B flat minor 9/11, C minor 9/11. All right, so I understand he's chopping at the major chord, and then going to the minor chord, C minor. I told y'all these chords. My formula, it doesn't say my formula is actually helping me out. Now, the Nashville system tells me, okay, we're doing this on the 5 in the beginning. The Nashville telling me 1 to the 5 and the 6, but the melody line telling me I forgot what was it. What was it? Start it. I don't got. Oh, that's the melody line. So that's what it starts out. 6, 5, 2 does 1 to 6. 5. That's the melody line. So that tells me that. And then the other part was. Let's see. So it's the same chord at the beginning on the 5, and then we're going to the minor chord. Back to the major 7 chord, which is chapter 2. I'm sorry, chapter 4. The minor chord is chapter 3, and then the major 7 chord is chapter 4. So you go on major 7, minor, major 7. But when I'm doing my left hand, and then he comes back and hit you with the minor 7 with the flat 5 drop on the 1, and then he hit you with the minor 7 drop on the 6 up, the minor 7 drop, minor 9/11, my bad, minor 9/11 drop on the 1, on the 6.5, and on the 6.5. All these chords is the minor 7. Okay, so the first chord is your because we're on the 1. Alright, now because we're on E flat, they changed the name of the chord, but just think of this as your G minor 7 or G major. G minor 7 with the flat 5. Hold on. G major 7 with the flat 5, my bad. Alright, but it's the minor chord. Yeah. But because of the bass line, we're on E flat, so they changed the name of the chord right here. But anyway, I hear that drop. Remember I said this is the minor 7 with the flat 5 now. So we went to the major 7 with the flat 5, and then we went to the minor 7 with flat 5. Remember, I could add the 9. 9 minus 7 flat 5, because that depends on what my finger want to play. And then down to the C minor 9/11. So it's like alright, so that means we're in F sharp or G flat. That chord is also in the book. Minor 9, minor 9/11. Major 7 with the flat 5. I told you there's more than one way to play these voicings. And back to the minor B flat minor 9 chord. So and now you're going to the 6. Going to the 6. Going to the 2. And then you're going. I guess I want to say that because we're going to the D, this could be a D9 sus4. It could also be interpreted as the D minor 9/11 move. But we're gonna go with the D9 sus4 chord, because he goes here, F minor 9/11, because we're going to a D bass, because he's doing this walk down. So we have the D9 sus4. So hold up. I chord was like. Oh, we go here first. My bad, my bad. G minor 9/11. Then drop down the bass line. D 9/4. And then we playing the 6/9. Actually, C minor 9/11. Actually, now I might look at this as a C6/9 chord too. So C6/9. Yeah, C6/9. Right. So you doing like C6/9. I did this in the play by sight, the other edition too, and put these dope chords in there. All right. So what's the next move? Ba, 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 da, ba. Okay, so now it's going backwards. Minor 2 to the 3. He's gonna play the same chord we did in the beginning, but now he's coming from the 2 to the 3. Remember, first it was 5 to the 6. Remember that? Now this time we're gonna do it on the 2 and using that minor drop. Remember we did earlier, right? So this time we're gonna do that same movement, but then we're gonna do it on the 2, 3, and do what? But we're going 2 to the 3. So G minor 9, F minor 9 to a G minor 7/11. Because I was gonna say G minor 9, but because we're doing the 7. F minor 9, 11. And then we're going to G minor 7/11. The funniest thing is with that movement, from another song, we put this in E flat on the 7. With this case, in this movement, he's putting it on the 3 in E flat, which is funny to me because when he did this other song, that same chord, so 6 in E flat to the 7. What in another song? But this movement, he's doing it 3, 2 to the 3. That's funny to me. It's the same chord. What? This is hilarious to me now that I say and thought about it. Versus same chord, and also you can put it on the 1 in E flat. What? What? 6, 7, 1. The same chord on the. Man, this is crazy. In the E flat, you can put it on the 3. You can put it on the 7 in E flat, and you can put it on the 1 in E flat. The same chord. That's funny. All right. So anyway. All right. So these chords, y'all, dope chords for my organ players and keyboard players. But anyway, Trini stuff. Oh, actually, my stuff too at the same time. Chords that I already know how to play. These chords, I developed over time, and it wasn't just because I heard other musicians doing it. I had already been transcribing chords for years, since 04. Yeah, since 04. And it's kind of funny that since I transcribed a bunch of chords that I hear other musicians doing and how they're actually placing them in a certain way, I'm like, oh, wow, that's okay. That's pretty dope. So, yeah. All right, y'all. Play by sight, edition number 1 and 2. And make my ears sweaty. But this is how I do it. This is how I do it. Y'all know, you know about that. But these chords in the book, you can learn how to play pop music. You know, You can play R&B chords. You can play jazz chords. And and then this how we do it thing. Y'all can do that. This how we do it. And of course, Jill, what's that lady name? Jill Scott. You can do her chords. On the organ. I got those chords in the book too. All them chords, y'all. You can play them, that kind of stuff. Yeah, it's kind of interesting. Oh, I forgot that other guy. I forgot his, what's his name? I don't forgot the name. Montel Jordan and all these guys. That stuff. The chords is in the book, y'all. Y'all, if y'all want to learn how to play that, I have those chords. They're all in the book, and that's the reason why I call my other book "Play by Sight" edition number 2. Whereas yeah, you can learn how to play the hottest chords, gospel chords, R&B, pop, jazz chords that every musician would like to have, should have in their arsenal. Yeah, I have those chords in the book, basically. So yeah, you want to learn how to do that stuff. It's here. It's in the book, and my next one is even gonna be actually my fourth and third book. The third book I'm doing a musical book, but my fourth book I'm gonna go back to dropping more of the chords that we all need to learn how to do. Cause ain't it. This is just kind of like the I just kind of broke a little bit of the ice, so to speak. I'm gonna get back to my studying stuff. Let me see that. Let me see. Hold up. The next one. Y'all heard me doing this earlier. Right, and then the next move I'll start doing. Okay, let's see. Let's see. Ooh, I think that's why I stopped at. Hold on. All right, that's where I stopped at. Right. I think. Did I go a little further than that? I probably did. Let me see. So what I do is I study my little something to keep myself going with chords, and I think that I stopped it. Oh, okay. In the last part of that, let me see. A little walk up. Nope. Nope. B flat. To the 5. And sing it out. And then, alright, that's why I stopped that. So, muscle memory helps out when you practice some stuff. So I do a little bit of I have what I call a project that I'm doing. And every chord I'm doing, y'all, is major 9. We're going to the augmented move. Minor 9, 11. Major 7 with the flat 5. 13. Diminished. Minor 9. And then this little, I'm just doing this 11. All right. This is technically because I changed the bass line. Minor 11 with the flat 5 because I changed the bass line. So that changes my name of the chord there. But it's the minor 9 with the flat 5. And then the drop that y'all heard me doing a minute ago, which is the minor 7 with the flat 5 drop. And I go to diminished move. Alright, no, do I go diminished? No. So all this is the minor drop. Then the minor again. Actually, this is not minor. This is actually major. Major 7 with the flat 5. Major 7. Hold on. Yeah, major 7 flat 5. Or, depending on how I'm gonna look at this, actually, this is a B major chord. So scratch what I just said about the A flat. But that's because my bass line was on A flat. But this is a B major chord technically. B major 9, because the top note. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh, actually B, not B major 9. Actually, B major. Let me see. Do I have the 9 here? Hold on. No, I don't. Or will I put the 9 here? Yeah. So that will make me play the B major 9 13. But because I'm on A flat, it changes the chord to an A flat chord. A flat. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3. I'm sorry. 1, 2, 3, and I'll flat the third. So that changed the name of the chord. Alright, get to that in a minute. Technically, this is an A flat minor 9. Basically. Now I forgot what I was doing. Now I'm going to diminished move. Diminished move. Oh no, that's a. There it is. E flat minor 9 11. And C sharp or D flat minor 9 11. And then back to C minor 9 11. And then we're going to the augmented move. Then I kind of style a little bit. B flat minor 9 11. Alright, so this is what I do to upgrade my playing and stay relevant, or get relevant, or keep this create my own style, but using chords that that are not as difficult as they might sound or do. To the 7, 3, 6, 2 and D, 5 and D. And then let me see what I was gonna do. I was gonna go to A flat, but I went to D and did it. Throw an extra chord in there to get to my target chord. G minor 9 11. And then I'm gonna roll up to it. It's a B flat major 7 chord, but because I'm on G, it's G minor 9 11. And then roll up as if I went to the key of F. I was in D. And then I went to F. On the 2 on F. And we're gonna go to the 5 and F. Like as if I'm about to take it to E flat or A flat. And now we're back to D. Let go on. Say yeah. Oh love. Oh love. Oh love. You know, M 5 6 5 1. Alright, that's not actually how that ended, but so yeah. So working on my little project, now I gotta go and start my next side. But before I start it, I always roll back to the beginning of what I started out with project 1. project number 2. Once I finish project 2, and then I'm gonna snatch whatever is in my vicinity and start practicing. These chords are in, not all of them in the book, but majority of them is going to end up in the play-by-side book. For right now, I'm just kind of like, let me get this up for myself right quick. All right. And so, looks like I pretty much, let me see, I got F sharp, and A flat, and then back to the top. Okay, okay, at least I got that done. All right. So actually now I'm on the next slide over here. Yeah, and then what I do is I bookmark where I stopped off at, and then I'll come back and start doing the rest of this. Before I know it, I'm gonna have this 51 chord progression. Actually, it's more because I just added maybe a few chords along the way to kind of have fun with it. But this is where I'm gonna say I'm gonna stop out at stop today. This is where I'm gonna stop right here, and I just basically come back to it and pick up where I left off at. Now, sometimes what I like to do is let me see what other craziness that I just did here, just out of curiosity. Let's see if I can actually pull this off. And let me see what in the hammer hocks that I did here. Let me see, how am I doing this? Oh. So after that last chord, let me see, let's work my way up to that last chord. And then, hold on. The next move. Next move. Next move. Next move. And then come out of it. And then I come with it. Okay, I know what I'm doing now. Hold on. That's crazy. Alright, so that's why I stopped that. Now, the other curiosity is this going to be something I already played earlier? I think it might be. Let's find out. I'm not going to try to memorize it. Okay, maybe I should. Okay. E flat. Okay, I played that earlier. Play this next chord. Okay, that make things easier. Let's see, C sharp. Okay. This is F sharp. Ooh, okay. I'm just trying to see. Let me see. Nope. Okay. I'm not turning on muscle memory, but let me see. And I'm singing it all in my head now. I'm singing it off to myself. Let me see. Chords already know. Okay, I'll see how we doing this. Hold on. I might finish it. F sharp. No, B, C, A. Gotta call out the chords, the bass line. Okay, I might be able to remember now. I think I might remember it now. Okay, let me see. Let me work my way to this, y'all. Hold on, wait. Wait, hold up. Hold on, let me see. Let me see, man, I lost it now. To the 5. I think that's what I'm going. Hold up. B flat. Alright, then A. At the bottom of my bass line. And then see how fast I did that. And then alright, then I'm going. Okay, I'm almost halfway done with this. Actually, I'm at the very end of this. Whew. Okay, I got about 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 more chords to go. That's pretty impressive. That's pretty impressive if I can remember that far. May the force be with me. Let me try it from the beginning. It's a pattern. I create a pattern. And the crazy thing is I created this pattern from C sharp. 2, 5. Then uh-oh, I think I might do it. Uh-oh. Let me see. Oh no. That one. See. Okay, here we go to the next one. Oh. Almost, let me see. F sharp. B, A. Let me see. B. A. A flat. Alright. Woo, that's a lot to remember. Alright, so I got that far. Alright, so I think I was gonna stop at the other spot, so I guess I took it a little further out. So instead of me stopping here as I said I was gonna stop, let's say I stopped here and I stopped here. Oops, put a hole in my page. I put a hole in the page. Hey, oh no why. Hold on. Alright, so I know how far to go and I know when to stop. Cause my mind is like cluttered. Oh, where's my highlighter actually? Alright, so I'm gonna put a little something right here that let me know this is where I'm stopping for now. And then of course I'll go over it again. Of course I have photographic memory, so my brain is gonna say, okay, that's the bass line we're going to. Boom, 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 boom. I'm actually curious about the next chord. Hold on. Let me see what's in my next chord. A. How do I pull that out? Then, okay, I hear that. Okay, I hear that. Remember, I told you I did this earlier. So let me see. My brain's thinking, now how did I do this in? That's crazy. No. D and A. How did I master that? Let me see. I'm trying to think, what was I thinking when I did this, y'all? Because I can hear this next movement technically, but that's not what I did actually. I just heard that in my head. Or, B flat, C sharp, F sharp. I knew that was coming. was out thinking while I was doing this. And then, so a couple chords on this move I did. Go down to the A. Ta-da. Then stay there. Okay, let me stop this. Okay. Alright. I quit. Organ off. I quit. That was nasty. Alright. So I'm gonna stop right where I said I was gonna stop at. And then I only had 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 chords to go. Um I'll come back and practice on this the rest of those 9 chords. Pick up where I left off at. That's what we do. If you're practicing stuff, pick up where you left off at. I did a video talking about bite-sized practice. Basically, just do a little bit at a time based upon how much time you have. You don't have to spend 2 hours or 3 hours on something. So for me, I could have finished this long time ago. When I mean long time ago, basically. And every day I'll just say, okay, I'm gonna take 5 chords, 10 chords, 7 chords, 6 chords, maybe two, right? Whatever amount of time I have in my day, and then mess with it and maybe go take a break, a head break for a quick minute, and then come back and do it again, and come back and do it again, and come back and do it again. Before you know it, you're like adding chords to your repertoire over a period of time. It's no different than me telling y'all on my own self to study the book to show thyself need not to be ashamed, right? In dividing these chords and go over this chapter. Don't make me preach y'all because I'm telling y'all over in chapter number 2. Right? Those who already got your book, you already know. All right, we got Play by Sight chapter 1, edition number 1 and number 2. All right, so basically all I'm saying is go and get the book. I promise you, you will not regret this. You are actually going to thank me later because them chords that I'm dropping are actually in the book. Now, maybe not every single chord has made it to the book, but I can be creative when I use that word creative. That's all I did was with this chord movements that I've done and those 2 little projects is use the major, minor, augmented, diminished, blah 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 blah, blah and created these chords. And I did this even before I even sat down at the keyboard, basically. And then when I said, okay, let me do this, and I'm wondering how this is going to sound. That's why I'm sitting here at the organ trying to figure out. Not figure out. Let me just use the other word. Let me see how this is gonna sound when I actually play it. And yes, I ain't gonna lie, it's kind of thrilling to hear how it's coming out. I think pretty good. I think. So yes, that is what a lot of the other musicians do or is doing is coming up with ideas. All right, coming up with ideas like what I'm doing and playing them and see what happens. So that's basically what I'm doing is seeing what's gonna happen. And sure enough, what's happening is sounding pretty good. And that helps me develop my style of playing on top of hearing other musicians playing the same chords, and I'm like, oh, he using them chords that way. Okay, cool, all right. And then I can pick them up because I'm the writer of my own books, or I actually write of my own chords. So yes, I got a gang of these stuff that I got to sit here and study. I'm almost finished with my second page, and as soon as I'm finished with my second page, of course, I said earlier I'm gonna go roll back. That's right. Roll back to the beginning of the project and go to the second one and and do that, and then I'm gonna pull my next. I might end up playing some of the same chords, but doing it in a different route. All right, because there are stuff that you just do in different routes. I might end up playing some of the same chords, but end up doing it in the same or in a different route. So whatever y'all might end up hearing, I might end up hearing. I'm like, oh crap, I already played that chord before, but I didn't do it in this arrangement. Maybe one or two or three, four, five chords maybe might be a little different from what I did in another process. All right. The more you do this, the more your ears gonna open up to chords. So this is gonna be my next thing to do. This also helps out with transposing or transposing. Yeah, because that's basically what I'm doing is transposing chords all day. So, um, this is my thick project that I want to try to get through as quickly as I can get through it. So y'all pray my strength in the Lord that I'm able to finish this, get it. I got it started, so that's the whole game plan. Start, and I know I'm gonna make it to the finish line because my mind is already made up. All right, so make up your mind if you want to be dope on your keys or your organ playing or not. In your own way. Everybody has their own way. Whether you end up sounding like somebody or close to it or whatever, just get at it. That's all I'm saying. All right, y'all. It is 7:15, 13 now, so I'm about to clock out, get off of here and go watch me some One Eyed Demon. I got a little series that I'm watching, and I don't know. I'm almost at the, I think. Let me see, episode. No, wait, season two. I think I'm at season two episode. I forget what episode number I'm at, but I mean one of them episodes. I've been watching this series on Netflix. On my break, on my lunch break, actually mainly on my lunch break. I don't really have time to watch stuff on my break time because break time go kind of quick. But so I'm about to go watch that, grab me a little bite, and then check on my beast out there and go chill out. Take a chill pill. Why is my thing? It's like loading stuff up on my iPad. Like, why is he doing that? Updating. Let's see. As long as it keeps. It's updating stuff on my iPad. So anyway, keeping that in mind, y'all. I don't even know why he's even putting some of this stuff. I gotta delete some of this these apps off of my iPad because what's happening is, wait, what phone is it? That phone right there. This video recording Facebook is driving these apps to my phone here. I had checked that one over there. But the other day we're driving to my OG phone, which is my 6 Plus, right here on TikTok, and was clogging it up and causing it to not allow me to video. So now I see it going over here to my iPad, and so I'm gonna have to delete some stuff off of my iPad so it doesn't clog up. It's a crazy thing because it's like it's transferring information from my 15 Plus Max Pro, whatever y'all call it. And it's transferring all of this stuff over here on my iPad. And I just looked at it because I'm like, wait, that wasn't there. So y'all, peace and love and cornbread. I catch y'all later. Y'all have a good night, good day, good afternoon, or wherever you live in the world. And like I said, keep practicing. Go over there to Bishop Tracer, hotchords.info. Grab your copy over at the website for your digital download, as well as the physical copy, which you get that over at Amazon. And I prefer that if you guys do purchase the digital download at my website, that'd be fantastic, as I get my royalties there, majority of my royalties, so to speak, and then what I get from actual Amazon as far as the digital download. There's nothing I can do about the physical copy because the physical copies Amazon is gonna take their whatever percentage from the actual physical book, so I ain't tripping. It is what it is. But at the end of the day, I just still want you guys to still have your copy of either wherever way y'all do it. I can tell I got both books, the hardcover, the paperback for both of my books. I just like that, and also my digital download. And let me check my email because I'm actually still waiting for incoming chords for the next songbook and the next crazy more chords coming to Play My Sight brand. So thank y'all for getting your books this month. For those in October, let's start off by going back to June. all the way back to June 2nd for those who purchased a book back when my very first book was published. Thank you guys. Thank you for getting your copy. And I know most of you guys out there are blazing those beautiful chords from back then June, July, August, September, October, and we're about to head into November in a few more days. And so those who also got your new, got the new edition too, thank you too as well for getting your copy, so you can start blazing and killing on these beautiful, nice, lustrous chords. Man, I really like to hear some of y'all play some of that stuff and hit me in my DM if you want to post it on Facebook or Instagram or whatever. I like to hear y'all using them chords to your advantage. I learned this one thing, and I'll say this: that once I like start learning chords and realize I can learn them and do them, I'm doing them to my advantage, basically, right? Instead of just sitting back and watching everybody else do their thing, and I'm just watching everybody else do what they do. Why can't I just do what everybody else is doing as well? And that is practice these chords and get them underneath your fingertips so that you can catch up or be up. All right, so we all gonna be up on it. So, anyways, thank y'all for coming in and hanging out with me while I'm on the Hammond organ. I can't plug in my keyboard because I don't have a floor monitor, and then I gave up my KC50, so I guess I'm gonna have to go to Guitar Center one day and give me another little nice, powerful, I guess, uh, amp some for my keyboard. So this doesn't happen where I can still practice on the keyboard, but I still need to put some more time in the organ because I did put a lot of time doing the keyboard, and that was because I was building this book, and trying to learn to play the keyboard comfortably. Good luck with that. But I'm not really a keyboard player, but that's what I was trying my best to do, is to be comfortable in playing on keys. But the organ is just my thing. So yeah. All right, y'all. Y'all have a good one, and I'm out. Deuces. TikTok, woo, YouTube, and Facebook. Peace and love and cornbread. YouTube, what up?